Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of the SoccerMania show. And today I've got the favorite Shonzi. Guys, I've not been around for a while. I hope you guys miss me. I know you guys miss me, but you always want to form as if you guys don't miss me, but I know you guys miss me. So it's good to be back here.
Yeah, welcome back to the show.
Thanks, Shonzi. So today we have a very interesting topic that we want to discuss, and the topic might be quite controversial, but just let us know what you think. Today we want to talk about the preferential treatment that some teams have. For instance, La Liga currently they gave a week extended break to Real Madrid and Barcelona.
Yes,
right? Can you imagine? Real Madrid and Barcelona are the only teams that are giving the 1 week, 1 week break.
It was not. Now they did it in a way that they don't want it. They don't want it to be obvious. You understand? So they had to divide the matches into two batches.
Yeah.
Because
sorry, Chelsea, before you even elaborate into it, so I just want us to say the topic again. So the topic now is, why is La Liga always giving preferential treatment to Real Madrid and Barcelona? That's what we are discussing about, right? So if you are just joining us, we are discussing about the preferential treatment that Real Madrid and Barcelona get from La Liga, right? So that's what we are discussing. So let's go into it. Shonzi, what's your take on the fact that La Liga is giving Real Madrid and Barcelona 1 more extra week to recover from the World Cup, whereas other teams in La Liga are already playing? In fact, they started the league already.
yeah, it's actually very funny to me, because for me, Real Madrid did not even have that much players at the World Cup. If you look at the top 10 teams at the World Cup that have players there, I don't see Real Madrid on.
They are not in the top 10
list. Yes, they are not part of the top 10.
Yeah.
That have players at the World Cup.
How many La Liga players did Real Madrid even have in the World Cup that Spain took?
That Spain took to the World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have just 5 players. You understand? So now, why are they giving them that preferential treatment? Because I don't really understand. I don't really get it. Because now, if you are talking about Barcelona is still a little bit understandable, but they are not even supposed to. They are not supposed to make league about teams. You understand? Yeah. It's not supposed to be about teams, because now we have Man City. Man City has the highest players at the World Cup, and they just played on Sunday.
19 players.
They had 19 players at the World Cup, and they just played the Community Shield.
Imagine.
You understand? Now the way La Liga do their things, I don't really understand. Because sometimes when you talk about the Community Shield, when you talk about the Super Cup is meant to be played before as the opener of the league. Same as Community Shield. The same way Community Shield is being played as in the beginning, as the opening match of the season, is the way Super Cup is supposed to be played.
Exactly.
Because Super Cup is just like the Community Shield of La Liga.
Even the Super Cup of the French League was played on Sunday.
On Sunday, because the league is starting next week.
Next week, yeah.
You understand? So now you have Barca supposed to be playing Community Shield.
Exactly.
Even a week before this Saturday that happened, that they played they started the league. You understand? Now it was postponed. Now they have their first match. It was postponed. So now that's made me to be asking questions, to be questioning La Liga, and we've been saying it for a while now, that is La Liga is it that superior? Is it that superior when it's compared to Premier League? You understand? So now there are things that you do there that it makes it look inferior to me.
Exactly.
You understand? Now let's talk about the league in general. Yeah. We have the teams there. We have.
Before we even talk about that, I don't enjoy the fact that Real Madrid and Barcelona always have this preferential treatment, because, and I'm going to ask this question: what if it was another La Liga team that had, let's say, plenty players at the World Cup? Let's say, for instance, we society that Getafe, Levante. Do you think La Liga would actually give them 1 week extended break?
That is the question.
They won't.
They won't.
So why are you not giving Barcelona and Real Madrid extra 1 break? And it's even crazy that they are starting the league where okay, so the league has started already, and Real Madrid and Barca, they are now playing friendly.
Exactly.
The same weekend.
Exactly.
That's the first time that I'm hearing that type of thing in my life.
I'm really surprised because when I first saw it, I actually thought
you told me now.
Yes, I actually thought they were playing the league match. It was when I checked that I discovered that it was a friendly match.
When you told me, I thought you were joking. Until I checked it myself, I'm like, these people are playing friendly and the league is going on.
It's going on. So how does that really make sense when the league is going on and you have a part of the teams playing friendly match? And now we see Barcelona is having a friendly match on Wednesday, and that same Wednesday, a day after, which is Thursday, Atletico Madrid is playing a league match.
Can you imagine?
You understand?
La Liga, what is going on? What exactly is going on?
What is going on? What is going on?
They are just giving us World Cup settings. I don't want to mention a certain name, so TikTok will not ban us or YouTube not ban. But we know what happened when a certain player was given red card and one person in power went to meet his organ at the top. And at the end of the day, they took back the red card. This year has just been a funny year. Different things that we've not had before about football has been happening.
Football is actually changing. Like the way I said the other time, I said football is changing. Is changing, is advancing, and a lot of politics are now being included into football, which is not supposed to be so. You understand? Now, when you have La Liga as a league, we've been saying is that La Liga as a league has only 3 top teams. Which is Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Atletico.
We even call Atletico a top team.
It's part of that's just the top 3 teams that they have.
No, my point is Atletico is as if we are understand.
They are always on and off.
Understand.
So that's the reason I've been saying that La Liga compared to Premier League, compared to other leagues, well, I can say manageably with the French league, because French league also we can clearly say that it's PSG that we can actually call out when you are calling teams.
Yeah.
You have strong teams, and in French league you can only say
French league is even worse.
It's worse.
And that of the gap between PSG and Marseille Lyon is like 35-1.
Exactly. And we even rate Italian league ahead of La Liga.
I would as well.
Because we still have at least top 5 teams in Italian league that you can easily call out and you say no, these teams are competing. When it comes to La Liga, you have only Barcelona, you have Real Madrid. You saw what happened last season.
Exactly.
Immediately, Real Madrid lost the track on the league. We already know who's going to win. And is it supposed to be so? Yeah. It's not supposed to be so. So the league is more like an inferior league to me. You understand? Now, you are putting a league that people are still complaining about. You are not putting that kind of, I don't want to call it a clause. I will say you are putting that kind of condition into it. So, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. These are not the only teams that play at the World Cup.
And let's even take into perspective that some competitions or some countries like England now, they have more domestic trophies. Exactly. For instance, now aside from
domestic
the league,
competition,
aside from the league, England has 2 cups, 2 domestic cups. But in Spain, they have just one domestic cup.
Exactly.
So if England FA are not giving anything preferential treatment and they are still starting the league when they're supposed to start, with even more games to play, then what excuse or the Spanish teams have?
It's really concerning.
It's
you understand? I don't know why it's like that. This is Real Madrid, this is Barcelona. We don't really have much. When you talk about complaining, you can't really complain against these teams. We know the kind of teams they are. You understand? So you can't really complain much about them like that. So I feel, well, it has happened, and there's nothing that can be done about it. But it's just kind of weird, It's kind of funny when we have the league going on. Then we have some teams playing the league matches. Then we have other teams playing international friendly. It doesn't sound right.
So I want to ask you now, Shozi.
All right.
What do you think? What do you think can be like the repercussion of this, or do you even think there's going to be a repercussion? Because this is actually the first time that this will be happening. So the fact that Real Madrid and Barcelona were given an extra break, regardless of whether it was World Cup reason or not, do you think it will have a repercussion? I'm asking you 2 questions in one. Do you think it will have a repercussion? And secondly, if you think that it would have a repercussion, what do you think the repercussion might be from your own experience?
Well, I would have said that it will have a repercussion, but they did it in a way that even if the repercussion is going to actually happen, they will have a reason and a point to defend it. Now they've actually divided the matches into 2 batches. Now, a batch was played on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. You understand? Now they now divided the second batch. They shifted the second batch to Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, which is this week we have now. So now, if they actually did it in the way that it's only Real Madrid and Barcelona that did not play, you understand? You know, it's going to be very obvious. And whenever other teams are trying to compare that, this is the reason why this team look fresher. This is the reason why they are winning. This is the reason why they are doing this. This is the reason why they are ahead. If they try to complain, they will bring the point out that were they the only one that played? And we all know, that clearly it was actually because of Barcelona and Real Madrid, because Barcelona and Real Madrid were supposed to play some of the opening matches.
Exactly.
The first match was supposed to be Barcelona, and they postponed it.
Wow.
So I feel they already planned it. It's a planned work, you understand? So people try to complain because of the repercussion, you know, they are actually going to defend it, and there's no way you can win that. But we know clearly the reason why it happened. We know.
Funny enough, everybody did not even have any player in final.
Exactly. So, how many players do you even have at the World Cup? So what's the point of giving them that break? What's the point of giving them that break? There's no point. There's no point. There's no point actually.
Anyways, guys, if you have any comments or any feedback that you want to give regarding this topic, just let us know in the comment section. Do you think that La Liga giving Real Madrid and Barcelona preferential treatment, do you think it's a good idea or a bad idea? And do you also think it will have a repercussion? If you think it will have a repercussion or whatever feedback you have, just drop it in the comment section. And don't forget to follow us on our social media, guys. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are on X, we are on TikTok,
we're on Instagram,
Facebook. Please follow us
everywhere
on all our channels, and see you in the next show. Thank you.